Hello, hello, hello. Hello, everyone. This is Dr. Rose Murali Krishnan from Los Angeles. How is everyone doing? This is an amazing day here in LA, and I'm really having a great spring. Even though it's spring, it's already very warm, and I have to turn my AC on today. And that is how it feels in LA today. And, today's topic is going to be slightly different from my usual talks. But as a promoter or arts and culture promoter, and as a practitioner of music for the past 40 plus years, I am pushed to talk this topic due to many of our viewers, our listeners' demands to discuss this topic. And we are not going to talk any controversies here and what all other medias are talking. And, here we are going to be talking about Kalakshetra. And Kalakshetra alumni are going to be sharing their experiences. As a matter of fact, I haven't spoken to them what their experiences at all because I just found out a few of our friends who are the alumni, and then I contacted them, and through them I got a contact with a few others. And so I'm going to be bringing them all in to find out about what their experiences was when they were young students or teens or young youth, young adults. That we are going to be talking about only their experiences here, and it can be good, it can be bad, it can be whatever, or whatever it is, they are free to talk. I live in the US, and we have the freedom of speech, and I give all the rights and supports to discuss about whatever their thoughts, their views, to share with all of us so that we can find out about what it was like a decade or more than a decade ago till what is happening today. That is all we are going to be covering. And what can I say, first of all, about Kalakshetra? And we have some viewers might not know about what is Kalakshetra and the founder of Kalakshetra and stuff like that, because we are talking from the US, and there are many US viewers will be also watching. So I just wanted to give a little brief about what we are talking about. Usually I bring in some musicians and have some music sessions, dance sessions, art sessions, and stuff like that. But since it's going to be slightly different from that, I'm going to be giving a little brief about what is Kalakshetra. Okay, Kalakshetra is a very renowned institute of arts and culture. It's located in Chennai, India. It was founded in 1936 by one of the greatest art enthusiasts, Rukmani Devi Arundale, who is a visionary dancer and educator with the aim of preserving and promoting Indian classical dance and classical music. The institute actually offers courses in Bharatanatyam, Carnatic music, and other traditional arts such as puppetry, theater, and handicraft, so on and so forth. The curriculum at Kalakshetra emphasizes the importance of classical forms and techniques while also encouraging experimentation and innovation in fine arts and traditional arts. Apart from its educational programs, Kalakshetra is also known for its performances, which showcase the talents of its students as well as faculty. The institute has toured extensively both within India and abroad in several other countries, earning a reputation as one of the foremost centers for Indian classical arts. In addition to its focus on the arts, Kalakshetra is also known for its commitment to social and environmental causes. The Institute has undertaken various initiatives such as promoting organic farming and supporting local communities, reflecting Rukmani Devi's belief in the interconnectedness of culture, society, and nature. These are all the things I found through my research. You see, it's one of the phenomenal organizations. For those who are wondering about who Rukmini Devi Arundale is, here is a little brief about her. Of course, she is a very well-known, world-famous artist, but still, for some of those who do not know, since we are, calling this from the United States, if you do not know, I'm going to just give a little brief about Rukmini Devi Arundale as well. Rukmini Devi Arundale was born in a Brahmin family on the 29th of February. That's an interesting date because she probably had her birthday once in 4 years. She was born on the 29th of February on 1904 in Madurai, Tamil Nadu, India. She was a renowned dancer, choreographer, and educator who is widely regarded as one of the pioneers of Indian classical dance. Her father, Nilakanta Shastri, was an engineer who had a transferable job, meaning he'll be traveling all the time. So young Rukmini had to move around the nation frequently for his dad's job, and her mother, Sheshamma, was a serious music enthusiast. Her dad was introduced to the Theosophical Society, one of the well-known organizations in India, in 1901. So his son, that is Rukmini's brother, Nilakanta Sriram, later became the president of the Theosophical Society. Deeply influenced by the Theosophical movement, as a follower of Dr. Annie Besant, Nilakanta Shastri moved to Adayar, that is originally my native place, Chennai, after retirement, where he built his home near the headquarters of the Theosophical Society in Adayar. It was here that young Rukmini was exposed to not just theosophical thoughts only, but also to new ideas on culture, theater, music, and dance. Her meeting with the prominent British theosophist, Dr. George Arundale, led to her building a lasting bond with him. They both fell in love with each other, then married in 1920 when she was only 16 years old and he was 42, almost 26 years older than her. Much to the shock of the then conservative society, in Brahmin society, it was a very, very, she probably went through quite a bit of hardship. After marriage, she traveled around the world meeting fellow theosophists. In 1923, she became the president of the All India Federation of Young Theosophists and the president of the World Federation of Young Theosophists, and its World Federation, in 1925. In 1928, the famous Russian ballerina Anna Pavlova visited Mumbai. I couldn't, I don't know, for some reason, I couldn't say that word. Sorry about that. And she is one of the greatest ballerinas, and she visited Mumbai, and the Arundale couple went to her performance and later happened to travel on the same ship as her to Australia, where she was to perform next. And over the course of the journey, their friendship also grew, and soon Rukmini Devi started learning dance from one of Anna's leading solo dancers, Cleo Nordi. Cleo Nordi was also very well-known dancers. It was later at the behest of Anna that Rukmini Devi turned her attention to discovering traditional Indian dance form, which had fallen to disrepute, and dedicated her rest of her life actually to its revival. At that time, Indian dance was was not with the same respect as we have today. In 1933, at the annual conference of Madras Music Academy, she saw for the first time a performance of a dance form called Sadir Atam, which was a dance form only Devadasis used to perform at that time. Later, she learned the dance from one of the very few last temple dancers, Mylapore Gavri Ammal, and finally, with the help of E. Krishna Iyer from Pandanallur Meenakshi Sundaram Pillai. In 1935, Rukmini Devi gave her first public performance at the Diamond Jubilee Convention of the Theosophical Society. How amazing, isn't it? And in January 1936, she, along with her husband, established Kalakshetra. Here comes the Kalakshetra. It was established in 1936, an academy of dance and music built around the ancient Indian Gurukula system at Adayar in Chennai. Today, the academy is a deemed university, and she one day actually, what I heard was she started this Kalakshetra with one of her relatives with only one student. Can you believe it? What it was and what it is right now. And today, the academy is deemed university under the Kalakshetra Foundation and is situated in its new 100-acre campus in Tiruvanmiyur, Chennai, where it shifted in 1962. Originally, I mentioned about Sadiratam, right? The Indian classical dance form of Bharatanatyam owes to its current name to E. Krishna Iyer and Rukmini Devi Arundel, who has been instrumental in modifying mainly the Pandanallur style of Bharatanatyam and bringing it to the global attention and removing the extraneous, Sringara Rasam or the erotic elements of the dance, which were the legacy of its Devadasi association in the past. Soon she changed the very phase of the dance by introducing musical instruments like violin, because violin was supposed to be the foreign instrument at that time, because veena, flute and all typical Indian instrument. The violin came, Baluswami Dikshitar brought it from, when he went to European countries. So, violin was a typical Western instrument. So she introduced violin, and, the set we are seeing in Bharatanatyam dances, those kind of sets and the lighting design elements and innovative costumes and jewelry inspired by the temple sculptures. She went around and looked at all the temple sculptures and tried to bring that into their dance form. She approached noted scholars for inspiration, classical musicians and artists for collaboration, and created some of the pioneering dance dramas based on Indian epics. So this is phenomenal. Rukmini Devi was also a social activist and environmentalist. She was involved in various causes such as women's empowerment, animal welfare, and the conservation of nature. She was awarded several honors during her lifetime, including the Padma Bhushan and Padma Shri awards, two of the highest civilian honors anybody in India can have it. Her legacy continues to inspire generations of artists and culture enthusiasts in India and around the world. See, this is something to be appreciated for life after life after life, century after century. It's not that easy for a single person to create this kind of phenomenal, enormous work. But this kind of grand Kalakshetra legacy is suffering recently with some unpleasant situations. I'm not really a person who will be talking in detail about what is happening and who did it and how could it be avoided. That's not my job, because as an art promoter, I love art, and it doesn't matter where it is, and especially with the art comes from these kind of legendary background, I love it. So we are not here to discuss about what went wrong. We are going to discuss about some of the alumni's experience experiences, what they experienced when they were there. So we really are not here to discuss about anybody's fault. So I just wanted to make sure that my broadcast is always clean and it is to only promote the art. And if I haven't spoken to any of my alumnus yet, because they might went through something different, or difficult or bad. They might went through only purely the magic of what the arts gave them. So I haven't spoken to them. I only said that, okay, you are alumni and I wanted to interview you. And they respectfully and with the love accepted to join me today to share their experiences with us. And that's all we are here for. As I mentioned, first of all, I would like to bring my guest one after another. So I will read a little brief about each one of them, so you will know, in case, I mean, they're all pretty famous people, but in case if anyone do not know them, I just wanted to give a little brief about them. I would like to bring Satish Sivadasan first. Satish Sivadasan is a well-known dancer from Kalakshetra who completed his bachelor's degree in fine arts at Kalakshetra in 1993. Right after his graduation in 1994, he moved to California. Actually, he lives in our neighboring city, and continued as a performer and a teacher till this date. In 1998, Satish has changed his career to be a building contractor and developer, and started a new business called Sai Construction. One thing I would say here, I utilized Sai Construction's phenomenal work for some of my home remodelings as well. And, he did several of my kitchen remodeling, bathroom remodeling, and one time the room collapsed completely because of water damage, and he fixed it. And he is ready to help anytime. So anybody wanted some Indian contractor in the United States, especially in California, count on him. He is phenomenal. He's amazing. Yeah, just telling you guys, you may definitely count on him for yours, as he did a wonderful job on mine. So I would like to welcome Satish Sivadasan on stage. And before I welcome him, I want all of you to put your hands together and give a big round of applause to Satish. Hi Satish, Namaskaram. How are you? Wonderful, very, very wonderful to see you after a long time. I know I moved to a different city. I'm too far away from you. We don't get to see. So, it's wonderful to see you online. And how are you doing, Satish?
I'm doing good.
Very nice, very nice, wonderful. And just give me a few minutes. I would like to invite also our other guests, and then we will be talking our experiences. Thank you so much, Satish, for joining us. Awesome. So, and our next alumnus I'll be bringing in Lakshya. Lakshya is an artist with a powerful vision and experience in dance for over 30 years, rooted in the forms of Indian classical dance, theater, and visual arts. Lakshya has produced many original theatrical works that feature LGBTQ perspectives, with the focus on emboldening her female soul trapped in a transgender identity and her strength and beauty as a woman. Lakshya's only faithful companion from her childhood was the growing passion for her self-taught visual arts and performing arts that led her to join Kalakshetra Foundation College of Fine Arts, Chennai, Tamil Nadu in India. She successfully completed her professional certification from Kalakshetra, and served in the same organization as a faculty in Bharatanatyam for about 4 years. Wow. I'm just reading because I told her to send it. She sent it. I'm only reading it now. So I'm very new also about her. So this is amazing. When she looks back, she feels how the ongoing pains as an artist of gender, Lakshya has been strengthening her artistic skills so far. As a winner of two prestigious awards from Chicago, three arts for performing arts, and the Spark Micro Grant Award for visual arts, she feels that visual art and performing art are the two eyes that lit her way to thriving as a trans woman and artist. Let me take this moment to welcome Lakshya on stage now. Wonderful, Lakshya. Hi, Lakshya. How are you? Now I get to see you. I never met her in my life before, and it's beautiful to see you. How are you, Lakshya?
I'm doing good.
Very nice, very nice. Beautiful to have you with us, and thank you so much for joining us today. And we have one more beautiful dancer. I'm going to be bringing her in too, and after she was brought in, we can start our live pretty soon. 1 second. Awesome. And our next alumnus will be Paulomi. Paulomi is a Kalakshetra alumna, did her diploma and post-diploma from Kalakshetra. She is a recipient of a central government scholarship as well as a recipient of the best outgoing student award from Kalakshetra. Wow, even till today she is very outgoing, I can tell you that. And she runs a dance school here in Los Angeles, California, named Rangashri. And Rangashri is a ICCR recognized institution in Ahmedabad and for Gujarat folk dances. For the last 20 years, Rangashri is actively performing and teaching Bharatanatyam and traditional folk dances in the LA vicinity. Without further ado, let's put our hands together and welcome Paulomi Pandit on world stage now. So 1 second, I'm bringing Paulomi on stage. Wonderful. Hi, Paulomi. How are you, Ma?
Hi.
Beautiful to
I'm
see
doing
you.
good. Thank you.
Beautiful. Very, very nice. I'm very happy to see all of you here in one stage. How beautiful. And I also have a surprise visitor. I will let you guys know a little later. And even you guys do not know. We will bring the surprise guest a little later. But in the meantime, we will be starting our session. And how is everyone feeling?
Good.
Awesome. So let me give, when we have a group session like this, there is only one thing. When someone speaks, the other people will be putting ourselves on mute because, the computers will take only one way. So it'll be our own talk will be reflecting and the sound will be taken from here and reflecting on their computer, and it'll create a lot of clashes and echoes and stuff like that. And probably you all know about it, but I'm just advising ahead of time. So whoever is speaking will be unmuting and speaking. Once your speaking is done, we will mute it back again. So this way the session is going to be beautiful. So how is everyone doing?
Good.
Awesome. Okay. So what it is like, we are all aware of what is happening in Kalakshetra. I know you were all like, a decade ago, probably all three of you, or even more than a decade ago, you were, or less
More
than,
than
okay.
at least 25, 30.
Oh, is that right? Oh, more than a decade ago. Okay, so I still see you guys all like babies, because you guys are, once you're on stage, and I saw some of your videos when I researched about you guys, your videos are all like a young and beautiful and like a teenagers. I mean, once you are in your costume, you guys probably transform, I guess. So I thought like only a decade ago, probably they are saying they're more than a decade ago. So amazing. And probably Kalakshetra was one of the best of its time at that time. And even it is, even now it is. But unfortunately, there are some, it's because of people. So I have few questions which I curated to ask you all. And if you guys can, if you don't feel like answering any of those questions, you can always say, I skip, or, I pass. There is no, this is all our own questions, and it's nothing to harm anyone, because I'm not for, or, for the people who did whatever they did for this great organization. And at the same time, I'm not against them also. It is all their karma, their wish, and whatever they did. I'm only here to ask you guys of your great experiences or worst experiences, or whatever you went through in Kalakshetra, to share it with our public. So are we clear on that one?
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Very nice. The first question I have is for Paulamiji. Paulamiji, what has been your experience at Kalakshetra when you were a student back when you were in your teens or a young adult?
Yes,
Yes,
probably young adult. I did my BSc
BSc.
microbiology, and then I went to Kalakshetra. So that was a part of my, like, after graduation. This was my second graduation. So I did my a diploma for 4 years, and then 2 years I was there for the doing post diploma, and then I had a central government scholarship, so stayed back for another year. And I think it was that 7 years was the most glorious golden period of my life. um, yes, all thanks to the art which we all live for, aspire for. It was I received what I went for. Right, I went to get the knowledge, I went to get an experience, and I received it. And again, see, Kalakshetra is a it's it's larger than a life, right? Kalakshetra is any art for that matter, is larger than a one person. So just like we cannot pinpoint one person in Hollywood, that the Hollywood defamed because of this one person, or Bollywood defamed because of this one person. That's not the case. There are a lot more happening in a Hollywood, in a Bollywood, and in a Kalakshetra, right? Kalakshetra isn't that one person. So it's a huge institute. There are so many amazing artists who has come out of Kalakshetra and are. I wouldn't say what Kalakshetra has to give in the field of art is just extraordinary. I have not seen. I've seen the curriculum of many other institutes and many other like just your students too. They end up giving exams of this university or that or all those things, and you see the curriculum and you feel like, wow, Kalakshetra's curriculum is way beyond, that goes in the depth of the subject, and everything, the way you experience the using of that art and knowledge and practical theory everywhere, even basically like the stitching of the costumes, right? That sense of a light, sound, everything. So it's all over the knowledge of a art that you would need to present yourself, whether it's doing a column, costume, music, art, light. It's all, it's one whole big package. And yes, Kalakshetra, everybody experiences, as I said, there's a story like blind people will lead to the elephant and they touch the elephant, and everybody experience a different part. Maybe somebody tail, maybe somebody trunk, maybe somebody leg, right? Everybody has a different experience. And yes, and everybody's true to their experience, right? It's each individual's experience. And yes, I think I was the it was a really amazing time that I had. And what I received from Kalakshetra is just the blessings, and the same art I'm still using, and still I'm, performing and teaching and passing to my own students here. So
Wonderful,
thank
wonderful. That's
you.
really amazing. Okay, wonderful. Great. Like I really, really appreciate your sharing of, your experience in Kalakshetra,
Yeah.
Palami. Thank you so much. And I have this next question for Satish.
Yeah.
What was the time frame of you being a student in Kalakshetra, and what's been your experience when you were a student back then, probably as a teenager or as a young adult?
Yeah, I
Yeah, I
graduated
graduated
from
from
Kalakshetra in
Kalakshetra in
1990.
1990.
I studied there 4 years. That time, Kalakshetra were different, same thing, I don't know why this all happening in there right now. When I hear this all the news, this really I feel bad. They're not supposed to happen there. You know, those days this this is not issue there. I don't know what's going on there now, but I believe in this some kind of a management failure there. They should take care of these issues all in the beginning. I feel bad this all happening in Kalashitra. This is not supposed to happen there. you know Everybody's coming there to learn some gifted art. That's what they coming for in Kalakshetra. you know I feel bad for this. My experience in Kalakshetra, very good. This is the different place there. You have the different feelings there. Everybody is this like a Gurukulam, like a Gurukula Sampradayam. The teachers, students, all everybody is there, very happy, and they live like one family. That's a life when I have it, when I am there. The partiality is always there, not only in Kalashatra, this everywhere. This is normal. you know that's a matter. The Kalashatra, well known and world famous institution. That should happen there. Some people get hurt, some people happy. That's normal. That's this is no there's some management issues. They should handle it this right away. This not even come to the media. No, nobody need to not even talk about this matter. They only need to talk about arts there. That's where the Rukmini Devi created the place for the new generation enjoy the art and Indian culture. That's only I can say. I don't have any. Everybody has a bad experience. This is not nothing we need to talk about this. We need to only talk about Kalashatra. Only talk about the dance, music, and what's good thing about the Kalashatra. Teachers are very great there. One teacher do something wrong, that means this don't affect Kalashatra at all. Okay, that's it. I don't have any bad experience there. I'm happy there. Everything is
Everything is
very
very
good.
good.
Okay.
Awesome,
Okay?
awesome. Very,
Yeah.
very nice. That's really wonderful. And, see, I mean, it was a beautiful organization, always, And my next question is I have it for Lakshya. I mean, pretty much everybody's first question will be the same. What was your experience in Kalakshetra, and what was your feeling about the recent Kalakshetra news, which is going viral in every single channel? So when you were there, maybe a decade or more than a decade ago in Kalakshetra, what was your experience there?
Can you
Can you
hear
hear
me?
me?
Yeah,
Go ahead.
first of all, Rose Muralikrishnan, thank you so much for this opportunity. And I have the feeling that today I will try my best to open my heart because it's been in my heart for the past 18 years.
One
Um,
second. Satish, I think you are not muted. I think, yeah, her voice is reflecting from yours. Just mute. There is a little mic button kind of thing. So just press it. Oh, your clock, your grandfather clock is going. Okay. Oh, yeah. So you are muted now. Oh, wonderful.
so once again, Rose Muralikrishnan, thank you so much for this wonderful opportunity where I can open my heart, which was I was hiding in my heart for the past 18 years. So my life was in Kalakshetra was great because I started my dance career in Kerala with a Kalamandalam teacher, and I moved to Kalakshetra and I started learning Kala dance in Kalakshetra. So where I found clarity in everything. Clarity, whatever, if you are holding natyarambam this way, there is a reason behind it. If you are putting makeup this way, there is a reason behind it. That all explanation, all clarity, adav, perfection, that was something, I was, then I thought, if I am able to continue and then get able to make this happen, this certification, that is something, that's the real professional learning of dance. When we compare to Western dance, ballet, the Kalakshetra style has the same power of body language, the body expression, and the, what do you call that? The presentation in a way of dignified way of presenting things, art without vulgarity. I mean, Rukmini Devi's ideal words. So I was so excited to start my classes there, and then yeah, I mean, for first year and second year, I had a teacher, then changing, and then all that things. And when I was in my PG, I went to Germany without telling Kalakshetra. I just told a lie to Kalakshetra, and I went to Germany. And I went back to Kalakshetra. I got punished for that, and I saw that I was able to do 3 years PG. I did the PG 3 years, but I would say everything happens for a reason, and I don't know why. That's the final year I got an opportunity to perform as Bharata in Paduka Pattabhishekam, and our director was Rajaram sir at that time, and sir was very impressed with my character, and that was like, and why I did went to Germany. All there are reasons behind it. Why I didn't tell. I was manipulated by a lot of people from Kalakshetra that you don't have to tell. If you tell, they are not going to allow you. You know that. So somehow they brainwashed me, and I did it, and everything I resolved it, and I continued
So it's
there.
again the people there. Yeah, unfortunately.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Uh,
Some Kalakshetra people, they told me about the opportunity, and the same Kalakshetra, they told me not to tell. If you tell, they will not allow you and all that. I was young at that time. I was excited. My energy level was different, so I was excited to take risk and all that. And after that, I went to Germany, came back. I did complete my PG. Then 2 years, I was a guest artist. And the other, I think 2001, I applied for the faculty, and I think I was the only person for job at that time. And Padma Subramaniam was the interviewer, and she told me one question that, Laksha, I know that you will do Bharatanatyam well. I know that. You know anything apart from that? I know that you do Kuchipudi. Can you do some Kuchipudi movements? So I did some little Kuchipudi, and I got selected, and I was become a teacher. And for me, it was a great opportunity and blessings of God to
to
serve
serve
in
in
an
that
That's
institution.
definitely wonderful. I mean, being a student in the same organization to become a faculty teacher, that's really wonderful. Okay.
But so that was the Kalakshetra life and a good time, I would say. After that, if you ask me what is going on now, it's really unfortunate. Kalakshetra is great, but some people in Kalakshetra might not be great like that. Sometimes I feel that how the Adavu is perfect, how they are teaching the Adavus perfectly, they are not applying that perfectness in their own life. They need to be perfect in so many ways, but I don't know why it's happened. The balance should be there. So this is very unfortunate. I am still in that shock, and Haribadman is very close to me. We were colleagues, we were classmates, we were students, we were. I don't know what else to say. So I am in a kind of shock that I'm still unable to come out of it.
Oh, so you
And
know him personally. Oh, wonderful.
of
That I didn't even know
course,
that. Oh,
of course,
okay.
I think
I
Haribadman
think
You were classmates, you said?
yeah,
yeah,
Haribadman
Haripatan
was
was
1 year
1 year
junior.
junior.
Wow. Okay.
Um, yeah,
Yeah,
Haribadman,
Haripatan,
Umi, and
and
me,
me,
Krishna Kumar, they were all one class under Janardhan sir. I was first year with Thomas sir. So he was 1 year junior to me. But when it comes to concert section, performing on stage, we are all together. We work together. They don't look like, oh, you're first year, second year. No, we are only looking, the production, the dance drama should be successful. That's the only aim we have. And we work behind the stage for property. It's like a festival. It's more like a festival behind the stage and on the stage. And after the festival is over, people are coming and appreciating us. It's more like a celebration for us. And with Haribatman, I really enjoyed my life in Kalakshetra. But this is very unfortunate to hear that some things Haribatman was doing, and then the management didn't uh, take an action. They were trying to hide it, so that I don't know why that happened. Um,
As an individual, or as a friend or a classmate, uh, what is your opinion about him? Was he like that even at that time, or he was a normal a person, like a harmless person? And I mean, I still wonder. I mean, he was a student as well as a faculty. I don't know. Even the whole world is like, பிரமிப்புல இருக்கு why this happened. So, I mean, since you said that you knew him, I just, came up with that question.
I mean, I think it will make it emotional if I really open my heart and say the truth. As I told you, 18 years I've been carrying this pain and I never revealed. And Kalakshetra, some of people, they misrepresented about my transition to Laksha. I quit my job. I resigned my job in 2006, January. So for that and becoming Laksha, everything was criticized by Kalakshetra people. But they never ever knew.
What, were you always Lakshya, or were you with a different name before?
Yeah, I was former Rajesh, and yeah, I was I was a student and teacher as the name of Rajesh, not as Laksha.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah,
Well,
I did my sex reassignment surgery only after resigning my job from Kalakshetra in 2006. So that was like a lot of the senior teachers were saying that this is something, a mistake you did. You shouldn't have left Kalakshetra. You are arrogant. You shouldn't have done that. You shouldn't have become Laksha. You're spoiling Kalakshetra's name. What is this? But I never ever felt guilty about it because I was staying for truth. When we are learning Kalakshetra Adavu, they say Kirtakatharikirtam should touch the ground, keep the Natyarambam perfectly, Aramandi should be perfect. So when they keep hearing perfect, 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 I wanted to apply the same perfectness into my life. I didn't want to live as a man because I had my feelings were towards my sexual orientation or attraction was towards man. I never had interest towards women, and I have always had a feeling that I am living a lie. So if you ask me, if you're a man, you want to get married, have children, these things are really. I will run away from the situation. What I do, I go to concert section, I will repair some crowns or stitch some costume or helping Chitraka was the costume assistant. And I will not mingle with the teachers group because I have a feeling that their talk, the conversation all will be like, they will think that I'm a man. Okay, Laksha, you got a job, now you are settled. When is your marriage? What about your marriage? Naturally they would ask because they are cisgender people. But for me, it's very painful for me to answer those questions. So what I do, I simply avoid those situations to mingle with dance teachers. For that reason, a lot of people told that I have attitude. I'm not ரொம்ப Laksha is ரொம்ப திமிரு அவெல்லாம் எங்களோட சேர மாட்டா. It's like all the time திருச்சி theater அப்படி இப்படின்னு. But actually it's not like that. Actually saying that this is the fact in me. Like, people, if they don't understand me, then what's the point of going behind them? You know, I mean, this is how I am.
it's a very, yeah, it's very unfortunate. Yeah, I feel you. I really feel
Yeah,
you.
and it's like people, they're just judgmental. This thing, oh, this is how it is. உனக்கு திமிரு உனக்கு வேற வேலை இல்ல பைத்தியம் மாதிரி எல்லாம் பண்ற இப்படி they say like that, but they never understand what is. For example, any person is standing on an ant, ants that will bite, and people will say, hey, why you are jumping, but they never know this person is standing on an ant nest. The ants are biting, so the person is jumping, but others are thinking just making fun, or where they know that's a lot of people didn't know what is going on within me.
Wow.
So
Wow.
that's why
I have my heart for you, Lakshya. I mean, I'm really sorry that what you have gone through is like, really, I mean, I feel for you.
I was very happy. I picked Krishna, Lakshmana, Kannappa, Bharata. But in 2006 January, I quit Kalakshetra because I was hurt. I was hurt.
That
Like,
was, I was going to actually ask you, you got a wonderful job, and especially getting a faculty position in Kalakshetra is one of the amazing opportunities. And that was actually my next question to you. Why did you quit Kalakshetra, your job, and what made you, quit this phenomenal, amazing job?
Um, you know that from childhood, I had this fear. I am sure that before coming to Kalakshetra itself, I have been sexually abused by men from childhood. And it took several years for me to understand for men, it's just a masturbation. But for me, it's a love, it's a aradhana, it's a like worshipping them. My female was, I mean, all everybody's like that. No, we are all living in this universe. We are all having extra. We cannot live. I cannot live like a Jesus Christ or anything. I have feelings, but I didn't have a wrong. I have a wrong body. What can I do? But when
when
it
it
comes
comes
to
to
dance,
dance,
we are very important. Our mind, മനസ്സിൽ இருக்கிறது മുഖത്തിൽ വരും. அந்த மைண்டும் அந்த ஃபீலிங்ஸ் எல்லாம் very close in dance. So அந்த மாதிரி எனக்கு என்ன ஏமாத்த I couldn't cheat myself. So என்னோட female வந்து lot of people were exploiting me from, I don't know who is the first person, but I think I was a childhood sexual abuse me somebody, and that trauma I was holding. And I came to Kalakshetra, and in Kalakshetra first year, second year, I was very, very upset with so many senior dance teachers. I remember, I mean, Krishavani teacher, she's not alive now. So when they were putting cast list, Lakshmanan, there somebody suggested my Lakshmanan, and Krishnavani teacher told me that, oh, Laksha is effeminative. We cannot put her as Lakshmana. But when she said, I didn't know what is this effeminative, because I only look at myself. I have energy to perform. But in what kind of, I always feel heart has no gender. I don't feel that man with, I like the beauty of the grace, the beauty, the energy. I get so peace of mind. So when she said that, I couldn't reconnect to it. Then I was a bit disappointed. Like that, so many episodes, and I was rejected, discriminated. I was not getting any opportunity to get into dance dramas and all that. And but somehow I was slowly. I think my kuchipudi was when I did for a students program, I did kuchipudi. That time someone told that, hey, that kuchipudi looks good, that this person has a grace and rhythm sense. Maybe we can use this person in dance drama. I think the Sharda teacher told, I think if I'm not mistaken, I think Sharda teacher told that, I think. And that was the entry for me to, what you like, the variety program. We used to go to Uti, Kunnur variety program, this or Sandal, Kannada dance, Naga, like that. Slowly, I start dancing, and then by God grace, I was able to do main characters after that when I became a faculty. And within
within
Wow, wow, this is really. I feel so like heartbroken hearing this. I mean, being a wonderful artist, just because of your gender difference, that your opportunities were destroyed. And how did you overcome that?
I mean, as I mentioned that, from childhood, I had this feeling that I know that I am wrong body. Sometimes I feel I
That I
don't
wanted
belong
to
to
ask
this body.
also. You said that from childhood, or were you living with your parents? I mean, it happened when you were living with your parents. How could somebody identify that? They can do it that easily to you.
I mean, I was born in 74, 1974, and we was in a joint family. That time, people don't have that knowledge about what is this. They will make fun of people who are being feminine. And how can you expect me to have courage to tell about this to my parents? All these sexually frustrated men, maybe some of them are got married, have kids, but they do this in the night, but the daytime they are very perfect, but the night time they are like that. I
I
don't
don't
know.
know.
That is
This is
This is
something.
some.
This
That's
This
is
is
not
what
fair. I'm really sorry that I feel that this is very unfair, Lakshya. I feel
exactly.
you.
no.
This
This
dancers, being a dancer or being an auto rickshaw driver. Men are men. Men are men. It's like if you are just doing Krishna role, doesn't mean that is the real Krishna. Or if somebody is doing Akka Mahadevi, doesn't mean that that's the real Akka Mahadevi. We are all human. We shouldn't transform like that. Sometimes people are thinking they are the embodiment of Rama. I am the Rama. I am, that is obsession for me. So that is not good. We shouldn't go that extreme. We should feel that, oh, we are still human beings. Anything can happen. So as I was continuing with my sexual and gender identity issue, I was balancing my all this gender dysphoria and inability to have a healthy sexual life. I was compensating with all this dance drama. When I perform as Bharata, when I Krishna, you know, for me that was enough. I never thought of getting married, having children, having a house. Like normal man and woman, they think about future, get a job, marry somebody, have children, and work for their future, and then have all prestige and privilege. But in my life, there was nothing like that. I only know dance or something like a crown making or something. That's what me. So I was emotionally connected to all the dance dramas I was doing, all the roles. I was connected to that. And our culture is bhakti culture. The Tamil Nadu culture, Indian culture is bhakti culture. So for every angle, I was so enjoying that, especially Kannappa. Kannappa, for me, first of all, Kannappa never talk about Nayaka Nayagi Bhava. Kannappa is a man and is falling in love with the god, and the parents had plans for. Parents were telling, "Are you have become like this. We want to make you the king. We want to make you marry." That's what the parents thought. But Kannappa was so much connected to the god, and the fortune teller, the Devadasi, she says that Kannappa is uniting with the god. He's not in your level. He's in an above level. That is something divine level. So when I did that character, you won't believe, it has really influenced me. I thought I am also something like that. Before, my female felt the same way.
Wow,
So
that is such an amazing, what you brought out to all of us is like it's unimaginable. I never imagined things to be like this, and it is definitely to be heard of. So it's not that you know it's your gender which made them treat you differently. Is that what you're feeling?
I
Wow.
mean,
mean,
for
for
example,
example,
uh, maybe
maybe
Satish or
or
maybe
Mehta
Mehta or
or
Haribatman or Narendran or Shijit, if they are doing a dance drama role, they are doing any Duryodhana or Krishna or Ravan or whatever, their attachment to the character is different from my attachment to the character. Because எனக்கு அது வந்து சுவாசம் மாதிரி. எனக்கு அதை விட்ட வேற என்ன தெரியல எனக்கு.
No, I understand. And the thing is, for each one, whether it is unfortunately, Lakshya, that you've gone through this, and it is just it's not just you or something. In general, in India, acceptance and education of LGBTQ community is much lower than what it is in US. Yes, everybody in general needs to learn more about it, right? And one cannot talk about each one's experience. My individual experience is different from what you are. I cannot judge anyone how they are one with the character, and same way nobody else should be judging other person how each one is with each one of the character, because each individual has their bound with the character and the way they portray and what they feel about it, right? It's a human to human experience, and here we are also talking about it. I'm also talking about me as my experience of Kalakshetra, which has just been amazing. The art you love, you pursue is great. And yeah, in general, right? Everybody has their own experience when you're singing too, right? You tuning yourself and enjoying with the each ragams is different than maybe great Pandit Jasrajji would have, or anybody, right? So it's at each one's individual connection and experience. So yeah, and I'm so sorry that yes, you were very much there during the time when I was there too. I think you were a year junior,
So
and
you guys all knew each other.
yes,
Oh
and
wow!
just
See,
going back,
I randomly picked
this
everyone
is
from
the
all
times,
over, and
yeah,
okay, okay,
yeah, mm-hmm.
I
amazing.
think if my
my
life
life
would have
have
been,
been,
I
I
never,
never,
I would
I will
never
never
have had a thought of
thought of
being
being
Kalakshetra, because uh, there is sometime in Leela some time, that was the time I was recovering from all this. I was about to tie off my gender dysphoria, and I was able to be happy with Kalakshetra teaching and costume and the performance. I was enough for me, like no Laugiga life, like no wife. That I was very happy. So that time Lilaka called me and told about this Kannappa Hari wants to do or something like that. That is the time I was literally got very anxious. I got triggered. It's like, as I mentioned, this dance drama is like therapy for me. It was literally a therapy for me, so that I was able to balance. I was able to hide it and then live as a man, a male dancer. And of course, each time when I dance, the appreciations, that was enough for me to get out of my childhood sexual abuse and trauma and all that. And when this time happened, I was really got panic, and I was very anxious, like, oh my god, if this person, this character is, it is actually within me, and somebody's taking my heart away, how can I tolerate? So what I did, instead of, I just said, okay, no problem. I just, okay, fine, no problem. But
So they took your opportunity of performance from you and gave it to somebody else.
Haripatma.
Haripatma.
So they
Oh,
So they
wanted
want
Haripadman.
my
my role.
role.
I think
I think
he or
he
Hari,
or
I
I
don't know
don't
who.
know who.
When I went to the office room, Lilaka was there and Hari was there. And I was teaching and I was called to the office and I went. So Lilaka was saying, I called because this time Hari wants to do or something like that. But that time, what all I was trying to recover from all this that triggered me, panic. I thought my heart is going away. That pain. Then I said, okay. Okay means, I hesitantly said that. It's not, okay, I'm good, I have no problem. It's not like that. I was hurt. Then I said, okay. Then since that moment, it made me feel, and I was thinking about going out of Kalakshetra.
Okay, Lashya, this is happen in Kalakshetra all the time. Everybody get hurt there. That means also you say, okay, all the men's are bad. That's not, no. There are a lot of good men up there in Kalakshetra. Okay, you have the bad experience with one guy or two guys. That mean everybody can be, all the men can be same. That statement, whatever you say, I not agree with that. And giving in the opportunity to the Kalakshetra, when I study in the same, also same issues happen. They don't hurt me, but I have a great teacher there. I concentrating on my dance. I'm listening to my teacher. I don't care about, they don't give me the roles in Kalakshetra. I think that's the main issue is in Kalakshetra, the dance drama. Okay. Okay, this like a 20 student example. They only have 5 roles to give it away. If they choose whatever they believe they can do the good performance, then other 10 or 15 of them like hurt. Why they getting hurt? When
I
they
mean,
get
in my
their
case,
opportunity, wait, when their opportunity come, you will get it. You went to the Kalakshetra, or student going to Kalakshetra to learn the dance or the whatever the music. You should concentrate on that one. Why they getting into the, oh, I didn't get the part of the Ravanan, I didn't get the part of the Raman, I didn't get the part of the Sita, whatever. Going, you join to the Kalashatra, they're not promising you, oh, we going to give you the main role. You only need to concentrate on what do you go for there to study the arts. That's what you guys going for. That's what
But
everybody.
this happened when you were a faculty that you were always doing the Kannappa role, or it just once it's given and pulled it off?
I
I
mean,
mean,
like
like
Sadish
Satish
said,
said,
Sadish is a cisgender person, and Sadish never lived my life and never were in my shoes. So how I am looking at thing, and how was my childhood? what's the reason I came to Kalakshetra, why I joined there. There's a difference. So if it was Rajaram sir, I remembered there was some problem happened, but Rajaram sir behavior, when we go in the 8 o'clock, 8:30 morning time, people go and sir has an attachment like a fatherly attachment. And sir has what happened, is that okay? And he counsels us. He giving a counseling. He's giving a kind of mentally he helps. He try to understand what is going on. Like and toddler 30, that's the Rajaram sir style. And so that what I felt that time, nobody knew that what is going in me. Like they said, okay, fine, okay. They just took it like that. Leelaka was really okay. Next, and the Madri, that was too much for me. And Haripatman Vande Leelaka before Leela Samson comes in Kalakshetra as a director, I'm be with Haripatman. And we are like more friends. So if Haripatman needs something like that, he should have told me straight away. He shouldn't have told go like an official. And to be frank with you, I was very close to Haripatman. I mean, physically we were close.
Wow.
I mean, I'm telling you, in this, my life, like I told you that I had my female, some people realized my female in me and they had sex with me, literally sex. But for me, it's a love, but for them, it's a masturbation. It took several years for me to understand that.
So you said that you were in a physical relationship with
Also, at some point, me and myself and Harry also had a very close connection like that. I'm telling you. But if you ask me for proof and all that, I won't be able to.
No. We are not even going into that part. Yeah.
And so, Patmin Haripati know more about me, like more close. That's what I felt. So you should have told me, like, Laksha, I want to do this time, this one, something. Then, when it all come, and that time my father expired. My father died the same year, 2005. And I came back, and a whole lot of trauma was happening. At that same, everything was so pressurizing for me. Then I thought, okay, let me take a break. I putting God to all burden to the God, and I just left Kalakshetra. And after leaving Kalakshetra, my life was miserable.
So after you left Kalakshetra, so during that time, all these things happened, and the Kannappa role was taken, and Haribadman, you and him was close, and your dad passed away. You broke down, and you just resigned your job.
All the pressure came up, I wanted to take a break. I thought the feeling that nobody's understanding me. Nobody's understanding me. I cannot live anymore acting like a male. So everything put together, I took a break. And as Satish mentioned that Kalakshetra, that nobody can expect that when we are coming and learning, we have to be students and we need to just concentrate in our studies and move on. We shouldn't expect roles and everything. But in Kalakshetra, when the moment we enter in Kalakshetra, there is a kind of brainwash. If you are going on to the Kalakshetra drama, then you are a star. If you are unable to get a role, then you are like that.
It's not only in Kalakshetra. That I will
No.
accept. Even see, I studied.
I want you to know, Lesha, who brainwashing
I
you
don't
for
know about
become a star?
Kalakshetra dance drama
Lesha,
before I joining
who
there.
brainwashing you become a star in Kalakshetra? You know, going for star in Kalakshetra, right? You going to learn the dance. I
Yeah,
don't know
that
who.
is true, Satish. But Ganapati, how did Ganapatiயோட ராவணன் பாத்திருக்கியா அவங்களோட சலபதியோட லக்ஷ்மணன் பாத்திருக்கியா அப்படி இருக்கணும் இப்படி that
Oh,
is
that is.
அந்த டீனேஜ்ல எங்களுக்கு அது ஒரு எக்ஸைட்மெண்ட்
Yeah, that I agree with her. Yeah, in teen you create certain. Yeah.
they should treat us even if you're not getting a role in dance drama you good. They have to, that was unfortunately Kalakshetra main is dance drama, whatever you say. That's why after they join, people craving for roles.
Okay, before you go to Kalakshetra, you know anything about the dance drama in Kalakshetra?
No.
Okay, then that's it. This is everybody. I'm also get hurt. I didn't get the good role in Kalakshetra. That means so many people get hurt. Not only you, a lot of people.
Yeah,
They
and
cannot
then
give everybody.
the
This is only one drama.
art is
Listen.
beyond just dance drama. Bharatanatyam as an art form isn't limited to dance drama, right? It's beyond it. So one has to travel, one has to make yourself beyond that. Dance drama isn't the world.
But
right?
we are saying
So
that.
how about
But in the
you said you
campus,
have a surprise. Can we have a surprise a little
I know
bit
who
like
surprised.
lighter
I,
mode?
I
What
know
surprise you wanted to
I
give
know
us,
who's the
doctor?
surprise. Okay, listen, Rose. But I think all the situation, this situation, all happen in Kalakshetra because the dance drama. Okay, that's I say because of the dance drama, all the one this current situation happening in Kalakshetra because of the dance drama. Okay, I didn't get the role. Oh, they changed. Okay,
Okay.
Even the
Sometimes,
current situation is because of that.
yes,
that's,
yes,
that's what
that's
I'm
what I'm
saying.
saying.
That's a
That's a
kind of
kind of
toxin. They people should then don't worry about dance drama. Even if you're not, somebody is doing dance drama, not lesser to you. Somebody is doing a dance drama, not bigger than you. You know
that
that is
that is
missed there.
mixed there.
This culture, I didn't go through that
listen,
culture because
I'm
dance
thinking,
drama role
Lesia,
kadachal, then
one
we
minute,
are
Lesia, 1 minute, Lesia, 1 minute. You're talking too much. Give me chance to. Okay. I think one thing, I think the solution will be clear it out only. I thinking they should do the dance drama only use the graduated ex students from outside. Don't
Don't
use
use
no
no
more
more.
students from the college. Because if you use the students from the college, current students, they all get jealousy created. You understand? If you any graduate student, there are a lot of them outside there in Madras. They should use the students to do all the dance dramas. The like at least main roles. Like okay, the small roles they can maybe give to the students. All the
The
main
main
roles.
They can do something like, okay, within the students, okay, even if somebody is graduated doesn't mean that he is or he or she is a superhero in the dance. Or even the first year students, sometimes, maybe from their childhood, from first year 1 year old, probably their parents were were dance teachers. He probably was learning from
No,
his.
first
first
all go
all go
create
create
problem. They
problem.
can
They
say,
can say,
I'm the
No,
I'm the
they
person.
can
person.
do some, and what I'm trying to say is they can do some auditions, and then
No,
in that
no,
No,
audit.
no. The
no, the
senior
senior
people
teacher,
there,
senior student.
PG students there, the fourth year student there. If I'm the PG student, then the first year student give the main drama role. Of course, I'm the senior PG student. This I create, you know, problem. I think this all about the dance from this Harry Patman. He's chief of something right now. I don't know him in personally, but I don't know why this guy only getting punishing this. You know, this is a basic main thing is the management failure. Who's the director right now there, she need to take the full responsibility. No, not only this poor one guy putting in the jail for what, you
You
So
know
know.
it's not really the whatever is the situation. It's something else, basically.
yeah,
Is
yeah,
it
Yeah,
what?
this
this
going on
going
is
on is
I heard about this like maybe like 6 9 months ago. I heard about this issue. Then I thought, okay, this normal. Who care about this? Every art field having these issues, right? Now they're bringing up to because of the if the management take the immediate action, this is not going to happen. That's what happen because
because
And
out.
Paulami, what is your perspective about this thing? Satish, you really said it well. Yeah. So it's not about just a singular problem. It's like a more than. It's basically the dance drama. When see, I mean, as Lakshya also mentioned, she also got hurt because of that. And as Satish saying, even the recent issue is not because of something else. What it's obviously boosted in the media, but it's something else, which is a dance drama. What is your opinion about it,
Look, the
Paulami?
thing
The
is,
thing is,
everywhere there is a power, money, and that related games plays out everywhere, even in a Broadway shows here, right? Yes, there should be always checks and balances, right? Uh, Not one person has more power than the other person. In that case, the power and money gets distributed evenly, and there is a less chances of favorism in that sense. Yes, there is a lot more improvement can happen on management side. They should all like not one person choosing who comes for the dance drama or who gets the role. It would be a better that whole committee is there, and I'm sure that they have something like that. Maybe right now that they didn't, what exactly happened? We are far away. We don't know what exactly happened, right? It's been since I have left, and I'm sure that when I was there during the dance drama time, I have done many of the main roles as a Sita and this and that. But then there was a whole few teachers would have chosen. It's not just one person choosing, and I don't think so that was the case either here now, right? We don't know. Not knowing, I don't want to comment. And it's true that it should be a committee who chooses who comes for the dance drama, and not one person choosing. Right? It
It's
should
very
be
true,
like
yeah.
audition. Like
Very
how we Broadway, that's how it should be.
No, there's no committee for dance drama. There's a one person choose all the time there. Who's the main doing in charge for the drama? Come on, follow me. Who's the main teaching in the drama? The person, the one picking. The one I know when I'm there, same thing. That's not the issue. The student don't. All the student they're not worried about which part they're going. They're only going for there for studying the dance. They can come outside and become famous. You know, do the performance
Yes,
outside
but
and
it is
become
a
famous.
wrong perception that you get into dance drama, do main role, and you become a famous is an absolute wrong perception.
Yeah.
You can be a solo margam dancer and you can be great. There are so many great dancers who's never taken a part in a dance drama. They're good dancers.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's not a stamp that you have to be a great in a dance drama and that's why you're a great dancer. I don't think so.
No, when there is a dance drama, I mean, there is always like a million other roles. Especially, if it's Rama Sita Rama Pattabhishekam, the Banara. You can always put
Yeah.
like a who cannot, like he's not too experienced. You can always put them as a whole gang of Vanaras, or like something else, you can always create an opportunity. This is mainly for the main role, or to get into the conflict is to get an opportunity as a main or a performer, or as a
So
performer.
It's
it's
only
only only one less.
one Hanuman, one Ravanan, right?
So everybody wanted to be that one. Okay, I see.
Everybody want and everybody want who want DVD for the Hanuman.
They
They
are
are
the main role. This all the problem. The Sita,
the
only one Sita. But
but
No,
the
that's always, even in the movie industry, if you take, I completely agree with you, Satish. Even in the movie industry, there are only 5 or 6 heroes. But there are many other actors still acting, but it's in every field. Even in take Carnatic music field. The thing is, unfortunately, as a Carnatic musician, with in every caliber that I'm equal to one of the best singers out there. I'm not there in the country. I am somewhere else sitting. So if some main big auditorium performance is calling me, I should be there. If I'm not there, I'm done. So what happens? So what we do as main performers, we create our own opportunities. So what I created my own vision of, okay, taking Carnatic music to the finest venues of the world. So I take myself and my children or my students to Carnegie Hall, to Sydney Opera House, you name it, you name any bigger auditorium, we performed there. Carnatic music never ever touched in some of those bigger auditoriums. So with all this education, with the thrive and the enthusiasm and all this, we are keeping it inside. We didn't know what to do. Okay, I'm not in the country, I'm not in the place where it has to be actively performed. When we don't see things like that, what we try to do is we try to create our own opportunity so that we move different ways. So now the bigger performers look at us and say, hey, she performed in Sydney Opera House? Yeah, I did. So now we even give the challenge to bigger people than the regular, like as I said, the groups in Banarapadai. Why do we have to be always, just because we are not in the place as a main performer, we have to sit and cry in a corner? We should not. We create our own opportunity and then thrive and go, push, run. And that is what we should be doing, that is one of the things. I mean, right now, what I heard from all of you is like the dance drama, getting the main character opportunity is one of the things which is throwing all the good performers out there. Isn't that what it is at this point? Palami, what do you say?
Yeah, if that is what they want to perceive, then that's
There is,
but
there are ways. There are ways too. That's what I'm saying.
exactly, as you said, you
You know,
can
you
just
can just
perform
perform
margam,
margam,
alaripudu telana perfectly and be a great dancer, right? It's an art which you should um, look for, and not necessarily don't play the game. Only if you want to play the game, people will play the game. You can be just out of, I'm not going to play this game, out of it, right? Art always will shine. Art is a magic, art is a very, very precious. It's
is
beyond
Very
beyond
this
true.
this.
dance dramas and all that thing. You be
And
a
You be
good
a
and
good
dancer,
dancer,
that's
that's
what it is.
what it is.
And what Rukmini Devi said, right? 3 things we all know. I mean, we have, say, art without vulgarity, beauty without cruelty, and education without fear. That's where Kalakshetra is based on. And right now, we have more than 25 uh, graduates of Kalakshetra in United States, and all of them are doing amazing job. Right? Even in LA, like we have Mahalakshmi's there. We have so many other in like a Bay Area's full of Kalakshetrites. Atlanta's full of Kalakshetrites. There, East Coast too. There's lots of Kalakshetra people here, and they're all doing great. They're all pursuing art in a different ways, and creating and doing amazing. Right?
very
Where
true. I
where
agree
we have
completely. I agree with
you
you
create
fully.
dance
Create
drama. If
dance
you
drama.
really
If you really
do it, well, you create it. Like me and Satish, we and Mahalakshmi, 3 of us, we worked together and we did dance drama together. It's possible. The Kalakshetra gives you that. You create, right?
Very true.
It gives
Yeah,
you all
very
gives you all
education you need.
education you need.
very true. Very true. Yeah.
And I
It's
would
not
And
also
I would
say
just
that
also say that
also
also
the coming
the
new
coming
generation.
new generation,
What it's
what
March
it's
and
March and
April, right now,
right?
new would be able. Please, if you're really seeking a good art, you want to learn Bharatanatyam, I still say go to Kalakshetra, right? What you would get from Kalakshetra, you're not going to get from anywhere else. The depth of education with the theory and everything, you will not get anywhere. How you want to uh, have certain experience, it depends on each individual, right? You can, I mean, yes, educate. And in that case, say, for example, our children going into the universities here, we all know, right? There all kind of party happens and all kind of experiences happens. So many sexual assault thing happens. When something happens in UCLA or USC, do we make it into a big thing? No, we don't, right? It comes in a newspaper. Yeah, oh my God, this happened. Okay, I hope the person gets justice. And I still, my heart is for all these girls, whoever has gone through, including Lakshya, right? I'm so sorry that they have to go through that. There was not enough understanding. And for that, I definitely say, I'm also, yes, I'm doing dance, but part-time I'm a victim advocate for Sahara, South Asian Helpline and Referral Agency. And all the time we have different, victims coming and asking for the help. And I would suggest whoever is the next, whether you're going to Kalakshetra or you're going to any other colleges, yes, take a domestic violence training so that you understand yourself better, you understand other people better, you understand the situation better. You need to know how to get away with the situation if you're in a trouble, right? Sahara has an amazing program to give education for LGBTQ, for victim advocacy, and so many other things. And unfortunate that India does not have so much education
that's what it
on
is. India does, yeah, for these kind of things, it's still hush
doesn't
hush.
exist, right?
Right?
Those
Those
courses doesn't
courses that
exist
exist
here. At
here,
least
at
you
least
have it,
you have it,
do it.
do it.
Yeah,
And
And
online is
online is
everything
everything
available
available
nowadays.
nowadays.
right, right. Yeah, very true. Very
Yeah.
true. And my another question is to Lakshya. Um, when you were at Kalakshetra, you said that you were known as Rajesh, right? And later you transitioned to Lakshya. How was your life after transitioning to Lakshya? Why did you choose to undergo, do they call it like a sex reassignment? Is it? Am I saying it right? Yeah, surgery. Like, how is life after that? So, are you enjoying your life better? Like, you feel what is your answer to that?
After going to Kalakshetra, my life was stable. But as I mentioned, that my gender dysphoria has increased. When I was dancing a lot and then teaching, I didn't never worried about that side of my life. But after that, I feel very isolated, emptiness. But also when I look at Kalakshetra, I have a feeling that they are not ready to understand me or accept me, and a fear, a kind of fear. And sometimes I feel that they're making fun of me. So this was haunting me, all these thoughts. And I came out of the organization, and then I was struggling going here and there. And at some point I thought, okay, I have to, it's not like how many days you lived or how many years you lived. It is how you lived. That's more important. Then I just thought to be true to myself, because Kalakshetra also like teaching the perfect, be perfect, dance perfect, adavu perfect. So let my feelings to be perfect. Then I thought of doing surgery and then do make my mind, gender identity perfect. And I did my surgery in Ramachandra Medical College in Chennai. And
Oh,
after,
so you had it in India itself.
yeah, in
Okay.
2008,
Wow. Hmm.
at that time and all that, people call people like me like different names, very bad not, but I never thought, I was not uh, uh, drawn by all those things. I was just being so strong to my own feelings, because my pain is my pain, nobody can understand that. After that, I've then relationships I had, because in India, uh, to a good woman should be married. Oh, then you are a good woman. If you haven't married, hey, இன்னும் கல்யாணம் பண்ணாம என்ன பண்ணிட்டு இருக்க, you are not good. So these are the time, that time, we are everything, people look at us wrong. If a woman living alone, she's a bad girl. So if somebody is marrying, oh, she's a well known. So my mind told me to get married, and I got some relationships. All the relationships were bad, every abusive relationships I had with a Muslim person. And it's all people are coming, seeing my picture or seeing on Facebook, they coming. And for me, I was giving my heart, but for them it's a fun. And I tried committing suicide once, and I ate some tablets and I was in the hospital. And that is a terrific situation. And
I'm so sorry to hear that. You should not. I mean, you have to fight for your rights. As a human, you have to fight. It was in India.
it
Mm.
was in Chennai, and my friend was very upset about my situation, and she wanted to file a petition in the police, like about the person who was behind my suicide. But the police told that that case can be against Laksha, because we don't have any rule supporting transgenders at that time. We don't have any identity or anything. So they will simply say, I mean, he's a well-known Muslim person. He have much strong. I mean, it's all every day. I like what all the effort I was trying to thrive and to be dignified life. Also, I have a Kalakshetra stamp. I need to be committed to the society to be dignified life. I tried all my way, but nothing. Everything was going and going very difficult situation. I've tried in Malaysia. I was a victim of group rape in a lodge in Malaysia, in Sharjah, and so many. My life was like, and I went back to Kalakshetra again to get the job, but they didn't give me job. And I remember I told Priyadarshini Govind that you can give me job at least for 1 month, no need of salary. You look at me how I am teaching, and if you feel I'm good, then I can continue. But and they didn't help. They said a higher authority should help you. Then with my help, with one of my students, some students were really empathying me. One of the students called Bhagi Lakshmi Tyagarajan, and her mother helped me to go to Delhi, and I met the cultural minister, and I spoke and I gave a letter that I'm a trans woman. I want to get my job in Kalakshetra. And I came, and minister told that, okay, go and meet the chairman. I don't remember the chairman's name when the Priyadarshini Govand was there. And the chairman, when I called, I said, sir, I'm Laksha, I'm a former teacher. I want to get the job. I met minister. Minister asked me to see you, talk to you. That time, the chairman told, oh, நீ டெல்லி வரைக்கும் போயிருக்க, நீ மினிஸ்டரை பார்த்துருக்க, இனி அதை நான் எதுக்கு? What's the need of my help for you? You have gone that far. You have done so much. That was so sarcastic for me. Then I thought, okay, how many times I went to Kalakshetra, keep knocking the doors but then I realized this is not going to happen. And there was a meeting about taking me, and I heard that some of the teachers disagree with me that what bathroom she would use, and we have been seeing him as a male dancer, and what. Then I was thinking that art doesn't have a gender. Then why they're like, But when I see this issue now, I mean, I don't know what to say. Like,
I'm really, really sorry, Lakshya. My heart goes, you know, to you, and what you went through is very unfortunate. I mean, we all feel that. I mean, I can definitely see from even Paulumi and Satish's face that it's very unfortunate that what you have gone through. I'm really, really. I mean, we can take a microphone and then talk hours and hours of what it is, but when you go through, only you know the pain of what you went through, and. All I can say at this point is, I mean, some of the girls and boys from Kalakshetra right now, they are not complaining about the organization. As we all know, even that what they were saying is, there is somebody in the organization. So for some reason, like last month, in my backyard, I have a big, humongous moringa tree. And there was a kambli puchi, like what do you call the caterpillars, right? Mm-hmm. There were a lot of caterpillars. And then once it's infected by once this humongous tree is infected by so many caterpillars, we don't destroy the tree. Somebody taught me you just have to say, take a fireball and then go closer to the caterpillars, and then they will fall off. You don't kill the caterpillar also. They will fall off and then they will run away. They won't come back again, I guess. So we do not destroy the tree, but we destroy the infection. So this is, and our idea is not to kill also the caterpillar. The caterpillar probably, like it didn't know what it was doing. It's unfortunate situation, so it was infecting the moringa tree. So, but it's our responsibility as as the students of Kalakshetra right now. They did the right thing. I mean, they didn't have to go. They tried probably their best to go into the higher authorities and higher. They even tried to go into the police, and as soon as they went, they backed off by saying that like they did everything also with probably in Indian culture. Even I had said several times to my kids, if there is something, hey, don't talk about teachers like that. If my kids come and complain to me, Mom, she purposely did my marks 1% less so that I don't have to be in A plus. I will say, no, just do not. You probably did do something. When I take a paper and see, everything will be right. So maybe they were not wrong. The children in Kalakshetra probably are not wrong. There is probably something happened. That's why, this went to, like this far, but at the same time, somebody else who was in an authoritative position did not take the right action when it was as a small seed. They made it grow like a humongous tree, and taking a torch and killing the caterpillars. It should have been done when it was small, when the kids went and spoke to the parents. Probably the parents had taken it to the principal or the higher authorities and then said that, hey, my kids are coming and saying this, what is happening here? Or when the kids took it to the higher authorities, probably they would have said, hey, what is happening here? Okay, who is that person? You probably would have called him or called her and then, corrected at that point itself. So it would have been. So somebody somewhere made a mistake, and then the whole organization is in a kind of, they're getting blamed. That's what I would say. And especially, you say in your situation, really all our hearts go to you, Lakshya. It's very, very, and I'm really proud of you. You decided, as I mentioned, that you were trapped in a man trapped in a girl's body, and you decided to become one. And that is a powerful, very powerful decision you made on yourself. I'm very, very, very proud of you. As a human to human, my advice is, you're such a phenomenal human that you were able to give yourself a gift of what you wanted. So this is not most of us will want to go through, but for few of you, you have to go through this, but you made a right choice of getting to where you want to go, and that is really amazing. What do you guys think, Satish and Paulami?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
think
think it
it
issues
shows the complete
complete
human
human
failure
failure
of Kalakshetra
Kalakshetra
right
right
now.
now. This event
This
is
is not
not
the
the
first event
event
in
in
the
the
Kalakshetra. This all happened before also. That time the principal or director or teachers those days, they take immediate action and wipe it out. Right now, the problem is all the directors, they don't know anything about Kalakshetra. Right? Outside people, they should hire the lot of senior ex Kalakshetra professional famous dancers there. There are a lot of them there. They should hire them. They should choose them as a directors now on. That's why they know what's going on inside in Kalakshetra right now. Like current director Revati Ramachandran, I don't even know. She know a lot of things about Kalakshetra. If she know about it, then this happens. The student went and complained. I think this happening like 2 3 years ago or recently 9 months something. She should take the step immediately action. Then this never going to happen. This look at the students all overnight protesting. This shouldn't happen. This is the failure of the director. The, that that's what I'm thinking. Yeah, that's my suggestion.
That's
No,
what
I
I
No, I
agree.
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 Yeah.
It should
It
be.
should be um,
It was a while ago that we decided that would be really nice to have a director who's from Kalakshetra, knows Kalakshetra's value, and the principles which Rukmini Devi set the whole Kalakshetra for. So elderly, great musicians came, right? Mysore Vasudevacharya, Tiger Vardacharya, they had completed their career, and then they came to Kalakshetra in order to train students, right? So they were not anymore ready or waiting for their limelight period, because that was over. They were giving their experience to the next generation to prepare next generation be a better dancer, right? So when you are at the higher level, it is always nice that you have a elderly person who's more like a mother or father to the all the students as their children, because they are living away from their house and in Kalakshetra as a gurukulam, uh, who can really help them grow in their art, versus somebody who's want to be a good dancer or teacher, or rather dancer performer themselves, and don't have enough time to actually look after this, right? So yes, there were speculations about this, pluses and minuses, right? For more, everything has a plus point, everything has a minus point. You would wonder that, okay, if you have somebody elderly person that would not understand the growing of the new multimedia things and all that, that you have to cope up with, right? That might not understand that whole thing. So you feel like, yeah, better to have a younger person, right? So there's always positive and negative of both. Just they need to figure out what is the best for them, right? We cannot say. It's they have to decide. Everybody has to see it, what is the best for them, and they should proceed with that. But yes, present director, I think they should have got this under control way before this all thing has happened. And
and
it is no more that the time when you would tell a girl that, oh, if this happened, chumma, sit quietly and don't say anything. That's not the time anymore, right? Girls have all the rights to speak up with whatever they are going through, and it's a right way to speak up that, hey, we need a justice. And I think authorities are looking into it. They have already, investigation has started, and things are under control. in many ways, right? So they
Very
have
true. Yeah.
dismissed all the faculties, and whatever, they've taken a good steps, I think.
Yeah, even the Kalakshetra kids were asking, um, do not keep those people who are abusive or whatever. I don't want to use that typical word because our media is not, our channel is not for that. I don't want to use any of those names, but we'll keep them away from us. They are not saying shut down Kalakshetra. That's not there. They say keep them away from us. This is,
Correct.
that's what I'm saying. Kalakshetra is a lot bigger than all of these. There are some people who are trying to play power politics, who are trying to grab all the opportunities, or who wanted to only like a praise some and leave the others alone. They wanted to prove themselves bigger than everything else, or the ones who is playing those kind of I think my doggy is like coming and saying hello to me.
Exactly.
Sorry.
No, it's true. It's
Yeah.
true.
So that is, yeah.
Kalakshetra is great and will always stay great.
Exactly.
Larger than one person or some one incident,
Very true.
right?
Very true.
It is based on education, what it gives, the art. That's way bigger than that one incident here, there, in the future.
Exactly.
Kalakshetra will stay always as the
That will
Kalakshetra.
never go wrong. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's amazing. And I have one final question for Lakshya. So you went through so much trauma in your life, so much. You even went up to, killing yourself at one point when you were in India, you said. And finally you decided, okay, this is what I am. I wanted to change myself to be what my heart says. Now you're completely changed. How is your life? I wanted to know.
No, I'm good. Like when this news, when I heard about this Kalakshetra news, I had a feeling that um, I just got out of prison, something like that. My emotionally, I was trapped in something. Like Kalakshetra was misrepresenting me, like I left Kalakshetra, I converted, it's all wrong kind of thing. But now I hope they will know what is exactly going on, and uh, gender is not the thing. I mean, uh, if, for example, any person misbehaves in Kalakshetra, see, it can affect like that. So just because of someone's gender identity cannot be a reason for everything. So at least when they're making that kinds of assumptions or judgment, they need to be mindful that we are all human beings. We are not just binary. Kalakshetra, like Paulami said, Kalakshetra is great and a lot of people are thriving in Kalakshetra. It's all good. But from my point of view, Kalakshetra is so much binary idealism. Unpen, binary. They don't accept any other, even though the third gender, they don't accept Kalakshetra. That's the feeling, a feeling I'm getting from Kalakshetra. Like,
Is it Kalakshetra or few people in who are like here and there in Kalakshetra, you think?
I mean, the patriarchy, they need to be comfortable. This is the question of comfort zone. Oh, I am very comfortable. I got a prestige. I got a privilege. I got my everything. So I need to be like this until all my life. That is bad. They don't want to accept the changes in life. The world is changing. People are thinking. People are accepting. That change they don't want to accept because they will lose their comfort. They need to be in that comfort. That's why I think they were trying to hide all these things, because they wanted to keep their privilege high. But at one day it will burst, that's for sure. That's what happened. For me, I feel Kalakshetra, for me, to me at least, when I went back to Kalakshetra 2 3 times, and I expressed my concern to join, I didn't get the job there, so which was really little I have students like Rakesh was my student, Indu was my student. They are all teachers there. So I was just feeling that, when the I don't know how to express that feeling. I really felt very upset about it. I just felt like I'm so worthless or anything. I did true. Then what wrong I did? That I think you
No,
could.
no. I went through your profiles. As soon as I got your number from one of my friends, I went through your profile. You were one of the phenomenal dancers, no matter what, before or after. I mean, I haven't seen much about after, but it. Rajesh was one of the phenomenal dancers. This is what, here and there, wherever I read about it, or when I do a live, even though, I was given some names to do a live with people, I always do lots and lots of research because, that's my research brain makes me do it. And when I did a research about you, I nothing negative about you I read or I saw. It's all wonderful things about you, and people were also talking wonderful, things about you. So this is one thing. You are definitely a great dancer, and now that you also got you wanted, whatever God has created, let's not worry about. Let's not blame God. Let's not blame Kalakshetra. Let's not blame anybody. You, whatever you wanted for yourself, you made yourself, including the name. It's not the name your parents gave you. You created you recreated yourself as who you are. And I want you to grow bigger than what you can. This is what is my personal advice. Or I don't have an age to advise anyone, but it's my personal you know um, prayer for you. What do you think?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
want
want
to.
the
Okay,
Yes,
okay.
yes,
let,
Satish.
yeah. Can I say? Come on.
Yeah, go ahead. No, it's not my turn. It's your
I'm,
it's
I'm,
your
I'm,
turn,
I'm,
Satish.
I'm going to sleep here.
Go. It's your turn, Satish.
Okay. Okay, Lakshya. I know she have the bad experience in Kalakshetra. Not she's not the only one have the bad experience in Kalakshetra. Okay, she already learned the dance, and she can move on, and she can show her whole talent right here in USA. Right? She can become famous here. Then she don't need. Okay, she get bad experience for some people from Kalakshetra. That mean Kalakshetra full all bad people, right? They have some.
No,
You understand? They
no,
have some
I agree
policy.
with
They
you.
have
I'm
to.
not
They have
talking
to.
about everyone.
No,
Some.
no, no, no. They have some policies. They have to follow there, right? Every institution have there some policy they have to follow. You understand? I don't know what's happened to you there. I feel sorry bad with the Kalashatra treat you the way they treat you. I don't think so. Kalashatra treat you that way. Maybe some teacher or some student. You cannot put the name on the Kalashatra. You have to bring the person name there, not the Kalashatra name. Kalakshetra already is there for years. Rukmini Devi created, then lot of big legend dancers came out from there. They all famous, right? We cannot bring out Kalakshetra. Okay, you have to put out the Kalakshetra name out of this, your personal, whatever happened to you in Kalakshetra. Some students or some teachers mistreat you. That means you cannot just say Kalakshetra. This bother me,
Very true. Very
You
true.
You
Yeah.
understand?
understand?
Yeah.
This is
This is a
this Kalashatra
Kalashatra.
full years hard work. They become the name already there. If somebody treat her bad, she need to bring that person name, not in Kalashatra. Right, Lakshya? That's why
Say
True. True.
you
you
are
are
I completely
all
agree
that.
with you. Yeah.
you
You
are a great dancer. You do show your talent right here. Okay, somebody did something wrong to you. You cannot blame the institution. The Kalashatra name is you cannot blame Kalashatra for whatever happened to you.
No, I
You
don't.
have
you
I
to,
don't. I don't think. I mean, she has the hurt in her. So probably, since it happened there, probably she's using the name. She herself probably knows it, right,
I
I
Lakshya?
know
know.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
understand.
Understand.
I
I
went
went
for a lot of
before
before also,
also,
but the
but the
problem is
problem is
not
not
only
only
she,
she,
there's
there's
a lot
a
of
lot
I
of
don't
I
want
don't want
anybody
anybody
blame, but
blame, but yes,
a lot of
lot of
people hurt. When I'm studying there, so I'm also hurt. That means I cannot just blame on Kalashatra. So
there's
So
somebody,
something.
Satish, in two or three occasions, you mentioned that you also got hurt. What is your bad experience that we should know?
I don't have
I
that
don't have
much
that much
bad
bad
experience. I
experience.
have
I have
the
the
that's only for my final year for the I supposed to get to be my class. There's some politics, the teachers politics there,
Yeah,
but
but I have
politics and
I
in,
have
in,
the
in any school,
I,
any college, it's always there.
I have a great teacher there. I'm happy with my teacher. She's still here. I'm very happy with whatever I learned from Kalakshetra. But whatever the politics happened there, that don't bother me no more.
Yeah,
That
those.
time, this is that's I don't want to bring it up to that's my personal thing. I
True,
don't
I don't
true.
want
want
I don't want to bring it down to Kalashatra for whatever that I don't blame for Kalashatra. If some student or some teacher did something wrong to me or something, that means I cannot blame on Kalashatra for that.
Very, very true. I agree
Right?
with you fully. Yeah. So, I
Yeah,
mean,
you are
that's
also you
definitely.
are also a teacher. How many students you have? You cannot equally concentrate on each student. Each student have the complaint about your institution. That means your school's bad.
That's true.
You
Exactly.
understand?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what
yeah.
I'm all for that. Yeah. And
especially in
Especially in Kalashatra, that's like kind of international school. People are coming from different culture, different world, right? Different countries. They all coming from different part of the world and different part of the India. The culture, they're all coming in one place, right? Like in kind of America, different country people coming here. The same thing happening in Kalashatra. The teachers there, they only know whatever culture in India. The students coming from different culture, different religious, different everything. Then this is how they can make everybody happy. They
they
should
should
follow
follow
the
the
institution
institution
rule.
rules.
No
it's
No
no.
problem.
problem.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is the
This is the main thing.
main thing is
Main thing is
dance
dance
drama.
drama.
This is the
This is
main
the main thing.
I know. I know. We discussed enough about the dance drama. The
this is
dance drama is a drama now. I completely agree with
the
you.
The
main
main
issue.
issue. You know,
This is
that
a
is a
that, that's the
that is a
main
main
issue
issue
about.
about.
This is the main issue there. Other than there's nothing there. There's actually no problem there.
Exactly. Yeah. It's
You
a it's
know,
a
right
great.
now,
I
right
mean,
now,
when we were kids, not kids, like teenagers or young adults, and I did my bachelor's degree in Queen Mary's College, BA Music, MA Music, in Madras University. So we used to collaborate a lot, Kalakshetra and Madras
Mhm.
University, and then whenever we needed to do some dance, we go and pick some people from Kalakshetra. Whenever they wanted some musicians, even though they had Carnatic music, for some reason they will come to us. I mean, especially whoever is the first prize winners, they say, oh, she sang good, so let's bring. So this always was there. So we used to collaborate a lot of things. When I heard about this one, you know what? We cannot be sitting quiet and do nothing about it. We have to bring, and it's a great organization. There are some, like as I said, caterpillars are there, like a bugging or eating some good stuff. So all we have to do is find a way to remove the caterpillars so that the tree survives. And my next question I wanted to ask Polemy, I mean, of course, like well, I recently, only yesterday, I heard about your mother-in-law was also one of the teachers in Kalakshetra, right? Your mother-in-law or mother?
Yes, my
my
mother-in-law.
mother-in-law.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's amazing. I wanted to find out, I mean, with her being one of the amazing teachers and you being an alumni, like, what is, do you have any suggestions or wishes, or even, what kind of changes, you are suggesting that should be made for the betterment of, Kalakshetra's future? I mean, I'm not the authority to ask this question at all, but as an alumni.
So first
So
of all, I speak for myself. I do not speak for my mother-in-law, Sharda Hoffman. It's her feeling and her views.
Of course, of
My
course.
feeling and my views are different, and I do not speak on behalf of her.
No, 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 I'm not even asking. No, I came to know
Second
that
thing
she
is-
was also.
Yeah, no, yeah, that's correct. And I with all my beloved respect for her, and I'm sure here Satish is direct student of her. And
Oh, I didn't know that. He didn't tell me about it.
absolutely. We don't want to bring Sharda Hoffman here at all. and she would never comment on it, and I do not speak on behalf of her. So it's not the change that, again, as I say, is Kalakshetra is huge. You are just seeing is just a little thing that what has happened, right? It's just, let's not generalize. This is what Kalakshetra is about, right? Kalakshetra isn't about assaults and domestic violence or this all kind of things. Isn't about it, right? So we can't
Not
take
at
a
all.
one incident and make it a big thing out of it. And
No,
what I
yeah.
want to, yes, if it's so, yes, the girls are protesting. They are trying to get their justice, and I really I'm supporting that. They get their justice, and whatever has to happen has to happen. The every I told earlier that yes, it would be really nice. What Kalakshetra has to do is, the director, I wish that eventually is from Kalakshetra, so that understands the value and the basis what Kalakshetra was made or the situated on. Also, um, this is not just Kalakshetra, it's the whole of India needs to understand the problems what LGBTQ community faces. Understand that has to happen at the very much at the school level, not Kalakshetra level. Kalakshetra is university level, right? The school level, like how here the education is given about that, so that no injustice is done to them, right? So that we accept them as a part of our society, right? So the basic education needs to be done. For it's I'm not saying that it has to happen in Kalakshetra. It has to happen in all school. The sexual orientation and that education about the sex, which happens here in a school level, that should happen in a school level there. So when they come to college, it's not all like, whoa, new thing, right? They understand this. When they come to college, they want to just try out things, what's happening. And actually, it does happen here, right, in our universities too. It's not new. It was happening and it will happen. It's a normal human emotions. The love and attraction is a normal human emotions. Things would happen and it will happen. How much you educate, but you can try, right? And it's everybody's perception towards something, and something which is beautiful for one person may not be beautiful for other person. Something you say to me, I might get hurt at some point, I might not get hurt at some point. So it's a human perception. So I don't think so I have any advice or the things, or neither do I speak for Sharda Hoffman. It's not right. I just
No,
say
no,
that
no, no. I never asked her. Yeah, yeah. No, I didn't ask her opinion on behalf of her. I said I just came to know she was your mother-in-law. I was very happy to know that. No, no, no. I would never. I know it's wonderful. Yeah. No, I didn't ask her opinion at all. I mean, I only said I came to know that she was your mother-in-law. I'm very glad to know that. And so the question was for you, not for her. Sorry. I mean, I probably didn't say it correctly. Yeah. Yeah, of course. And then, so I have, I mean, since, you answered that so well, like I really appreciate, and also I wanted to clarify myself that I never will ask for somebody to answer, I have somebody else to answer. So she's one of the greatest personalities, and, came to know that she was your mother-in-law. I was very happy. So I just wanted to say it out loud, and that's it. And this question is for Satish. Satish, what is your advice to the next generation or the present generation of Kalakshetra?
Yeah, my advice is to the next generation of Kalakshetra. They want go to study in Kalakshetra, go study the dance, whatever they want. Don't get into the dramas. Okay. Oh, I don't. If they go to they don't know until they go to the Kalakshetra. Only they find out. Oh, this is a dance drama here. Oh, I need a part of the dramas. See, that's why the problem is starting. That's what big advice I want to give to the new generation. Want to go to join to the Kalakshetra? Go learn the arts. You go into the great place to learn the dance and the music. Every arts you want it. This is right there. Okay, concentrate on your arts and learn and get out or become famous. If they choose to give you any roles in Kalakshetra, take it and be happy. Right? That's only the advice I want to give it to the new generation, to the Kalakshetra. If they have any,
Awesome.
okay.
Amazing, amazing. And the next question I wanted to ask, Lakshya, you said that you knew Hari Padman, as a classmate, as a a colleague, and all. I mean, I have nothing against him, or I have nothing for him. So, I mean, I don't know him, so I don't want to make any comments about him or whatever happens to him or with the whole community. We are not going to talk about it. But since he was in the media so much, since you said that you knew him as a classmate, have you guys performed together? Anything?
Of course.
Oh, do you have any clip of it you want to share with me?
Oh, sure. I can share a couple of clips with you.
Okay, so if you share, I can share that with the public too. And in the meantime, Paulami and Satish, if you guys have any 30 seconds to 1 minute of any videos, if you would like to share, I would love to show it to our audience so they can watch you guys. I mean, it's up to you completely.
Yeah, but unfortunately,
I know it's.
I didn't know there was a
No, yeah. I didn't plan for that, and since she just sent it. Okay, let me see. I mean, she had 2 video clips. Let's see what you have here. Wow, and there was no volume or the sound, and there is one more few seconds. Wow, who I couldn't recognize who is who. At least in the first one, I was able to,
That
and there's one more.
this is Usha Parna.
Wow, this is what is really Kalakshetra. The crisp, and then, like more than anything, I would not even care about who is talking what. At the end of the day, what you present, there are 2 people dancing exact same way, and there is this person to that person. I cannot even. Only one was a little shorter, one was a little taller. Other than that, said this is what it is. Right? It doesn't matter which part of the world you go and perform. It doesn't matter who is performing. The style is always the same, and it's same like, okay, you sing a Pancharatna Kirtana in one place, somebody else's student might be singing the same Pancharatnam, slightly different. But in Kalakshetra, when they graduate out of it, they go to Germany, they go to UK, they go to US, any part of the world you go, the same dance, if you take it and dance and you put together, it'll match. That's it. See, that is what, and as Paulami rightly said, Kalakshetra is bigger than that single atom, single person, or single incident. So I completely agree with you. I completely agree with you. So that is what it should be. And I definitely feel that, all these situations, and poor girls, whoever went through whatever, because of this single person or a group of, 4 different men we are talking about. I don't want to mention any names. And, whatever they went through, it's very unfortunate. And then probably they went to the higher authorities in the school, they went to the not school, college, I mean, in the university, or they went to the higher people in the household, such as their own parents, uncles, aunts. Nobody took any initiative to resolve. Instead of saying, okay, we will take care of it, they probably said, oh yeah, your only job is to go and graduate and come back, just silent yourself and go. So these kids probably didn't have anywhere to go. Say they kind of talk to each other, and they're all young kids, they didn't know what to do. Okay, finally the media is there, they will support us, let's bring it to the media. So that's probably what happened. If the right people did the right thing in the right time, probably it wouldn't have gone to this level. That's what is my feeling at the end of the day. So do you guys all agree to that, and what is your feeling about it?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's completely what we did.
If you
They take
pay
pay
attention
attention to
in the
the
beginning,
beginnings,
then
the
the media
media
involved, nobody
nobody
really
did
know
not
this
this
issue.
issue.
Kalakshetras,
Kalakshetras,
yeah,
yeah,
take
take
a step.
a
Right?
I have.
But
But
still,
still,
Kalakshetras will
will
be
be
sorting
sorted
out
out in
very
very
soon,
soon,
and
and
the
in the
future,
future,
I
I
don't
don't
think
think
it's
it's
going to
going to
happen
happen
in
in
India.
India.
Paulami, what is your feeling about the same thing?
No, I agree
I
with
agree with
Satish.
Satish.
Awesome. And I was going to bring my surprise person, and unfortunately, I have to. She had to leave, and she was waiting for a while. And I wanted to surprise everyone, but she had to. She had something else, so she had to leave. So I didn't even say who she is or he is. So the surprise remains surprise for now. I'll probably bring her in another event or something.
No surprise now.
No more surprise. Sorry, Satish.
Oh.
I know you are waiting. You are waiting. It's not happening. Because we were discussing so much, and she did mention that everybody gave her opinion, similar opinion. So she probably
Yeah,
would
no,
be
it's
saying.
true.
Yeah,
I
no,
mean,
it's true. I
we have
mean, you have
25 to
25 to
30
30
tribes in the
in the
US,
US,
and
and
we all have
all
different
have different feeling
suggestions. And
suggestions. And
yes, we have our own group where we discuss the things. And
What is all what are their feeling as alumni? Alumni, so they feel
no,
that.
just that we all glorify that it's Kalakshetra. One thing is, Kalakshetra was great and is still great.
Yes.
Right? This
Yeah,
is just
I agree.
just one thing.
It's just
There's
people
not- there's
in
not-
there. Yeah, some people in there. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. And we continue working on how beautiful the compositions can be done, and how that we just have our own, enjoy the art and sharing of the art and things. And yes, of course, we know the present teachers who were there. So yeah, okay, what is happening? We are not taking, none of us are taking one side or the other side.
No, you should
it's
not.
not
Yeah.
far away. We don't.
Right, so we
So
shouldn't
we
be
shouldn't be
Exactly.
speaking.
and actually sometimes ended up speaking, it might be a problem in the whatever they are trying to investigate, right? We don't want
Very
to
true.
go
want to go either.
Very true. That was one reason I also stood the way how I stood, because we don't want to bring anybody's name or any situation of what is happening there. We wanted to discuss what your personal experiences when you were there as alumni, and if we can send the positive message to the world that the organization, like some of the medias are saying, and all different things, and which was hurting my heart also. Of course, whoever went through whatever, it's it's a sad situation, and definitely the authorities are taking it over in their hands, and then they are reaching out to the right people to investigate and give the justice to the affected, for sure. And also,
I know there is a
There
few
is a
things
few
which
things
I
we
wanted to say is like, I agree that as we discussed earlier, they say okay, Kalakshetra, Kadalkshetra, nonsense. As if in any another colleges there were no two same people ever has got married.
I did. We
Has
did.
happened.
We did.
Now what we say to our children, you better find somebody in a college and get married. I'm not gonna look for you.
Exactly. We did. We met each other.
So what's wrong in that? It's a normal human emotion to fall in love and get married. So
Yeah,
that's
but
fine.
I mean, what they are saying is
fine.
fine.
Yeah.
right?
No,
Staying
that
together is also part of your life. It's perfectly okay. You don't have to get married. You can stay together. And you may
yeah,
not
that
stay
yeah.
together. Okay.
Yeah. See, I completely agree with you, but the thing is, the situation is taken that a married man or whatever, like, went on the young girls and, so more than one young girl. And so that is what, like, that is what is
I agree.
unacceptable. Yeah.
And that needs to be justified. I absolutely agree. That needs to be correctly, right? What is right thing that needs to be happen, and I'm not
Exactly.
get that question. I'm not
Exactly.
saying no,
Right.
right? But people are saying, oh, it's Kalakshetra or Kalakshetra. That's just
No, no,
nonsense.
those are all wrong. I mean, that's what I'm saying. I had.
That hostels should be closed. No. Why should the dorms needs to be closed? Because here, actually, it is a requirement in every single university that 1 year you need to stay on campus, right?
Very true. Yeah, very true.
Correct or no? To experience the life correctly, to actually share and understand the thing, then why not collection?
No, those things are all I don't agree at all. I mean,
Those are
some of the medias are like bringing it to a next level. Exactly, and then putting the Kalakshetra down. It's not something like they should be doing. It's about, okay, go directly onto the like a situation and what it is. Talk about it. Don't bring the organization down. That's what I would say. And the next question is for Lakshya. Any message to the public or whoever you choose to, regarding this whole situation that you wanted to discuss with us?
I have to really speak that I have disagreements with Paulomi, and also I have disagreements with Satish, because you have your cisgender privilege. Satish is a man and privilege, she's a woman. So you have that privilege, okay? So you cannot compare what kind of trauma I've been undergoing,
Why do you
how I
disagree with
was
what I
bullied.
say? What
That
do you disagree with?
I have to tell you that, like, Paulomi was like saying that Kalakshetra that way. If you, both of you are saying good things about Kalakshetra, but you know that I left Kala. I was a teacher there. I was a teacher there. I don't know
I
if you
just
are
I
teachers.
just saw your performance right now. You doing the main role there.
Yeah, no, I'm not. I'm just like, after my studentship, I was a teacher there. My commitment level was different, but I also had same issues here. And in Kalakshetra campus, there are other people had sexual relationship with me, and they were married. So when you are like,
Why you let this
what is
happen?
that about? And
Why do you say no to them that time? They force you to do that. I mean they attack you. Oh, I
it's
have the
not like that.
when
It's
I'm in
not
listen
like
when
that.
I'm in Kalakshetra, some students, not teachers, same thing approach me. I shut them up, beat them up.
No.
They
Maybe
didn't
you
come.
are
They
very
one
smart,
time. They,
and
after
you are
that, they didn't
very,
approach me.
the way you are is different the way am I. You know, so
Oh,
there are
okay.
people are different. So that's what I'm telling you. You cannot compare what kind of trauma I have been undergoing, and you can say in your perspective. I can only say in my perspective. So now only I get an opportunity to speak out. Now this incident happened, so I am
Okay.
okay
Who
to
did to
speak
you?
out.
Who
If
did to
this
you?
incident never happened, I will
No,
not be
this
able to
is
speak this out. And the girls who are all came out, and then they really wanted to uh, express all this what is happening in the campus. I really appreciate them for what they're doing. Actually, this is how things should, there should be a change. That's
There
what
should
I
be
believe.
change.
And
I
please
agree,
don't
and that's
compare me
what
with your situation
education is
with
about.
my situation. That
Yeah,
will
no,
never,
I agree.
we can
I'm
come
saying
together.
exactly the same thing, Lakshya, that each one speaks about their own experience here, right? You have your experience, and I'm sorry for that, that you have to go through that. And for that also I said that people needs to be more aware regarding LGBTQ community properly and about them. They need to be more educated about their feelings, about both things they go through. I
Very
can
true.
speak for
Very true.
myself, I'm not speaking for you, right? Nobody speaks for each other here. I don't speak for my mother-in-law. I don't speak for my, I speak for myself. I'm not speaking for you. And I do feel sorry. I'm not saying, yes, Kalakshetra is great. I can nobody deny for that. Each one's individual experience is different. Your experience maybe wasn't great. Maybe our experience was great. Maybe even an existing condition There are differences, right? I'm not saying that the girls shouldn't be getting justice. They should be getting justice. I'm not denying it. What they are doing, yes, they are doing it, what they are doing it. If you wanted a justice, you might have done the same thing at that point. Right? Yes, and I cannot say, why didn't you speak up? No, everybody had their own limitations of speaking up at that point. That's also not right thing. So this is a wrong right now. I think this is enough, and we shouldn't be going further with this. We have expressed our feelings, and I think this is
No, that is yeah. Each one expressed what you went through. But about Lakshya, you mentioned one word like several married men, meaning like teachers, or who are the married men who tried to abuse you in Kalakshetra?
Yeah, that
That
was
was
happening.
happening.
It's
It's
like I
like I
was
was
literally
literally
falling in
falling
love
in
with
love with
people.
people.
In my
In my
perspective, it's
perspective, it's
love.
love.
In
In
their
their
perspective,
perspective,
it's
it's
love.
love.
Maybe they
Maybe they
wanted to
wanted to
have
have
fun or
fun or
something.
something.
But
But
Satish
Satish
think
think
that
that
I
I
know
know
what
what
that's
that's
not.
not.
I
I
told
told.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, let's not. I mean, of course, as you mentioned, Satish's experience is different, and Paulumi's experience is different. And for you, probably you try to find some love, and they are all like, they all find something else on you. As you said, I also, feel that's your experience. And then you thought, like as Paulumi even told, okay, a lot of us, not a lot of us, a lot of the kids find their partners in where you are studying. I mean, I met my husband met me in where we studied. There is nothing wrong at all. So probably you did the same thing, like the co students or co-workers, where you probably tried to fall in love, and they were in a abusive situation, that they didn't see you being in love, but they wanted to just utilize you for something else. Yeah, I completely agree. I mean, she has a point of what all of us will be feeling. She probably thought that was love, and she says that for them it was not love, it's something else. Yeah, and it's like more than once when it happens. Definitely somebody can go heartbroken. I definitely feel for you, and feel exactly what as an adult and as a woman. I exactly know what you are talking about. Probably you were looking for,
not
okay, I
something.
wanted to fall in love with somebody, I wanted to marry somebody, but it didn't happen. So you
No.
probably went and looked for somebody else. Okay, this man didn't work, and I will go with an. So it always, like,
Like
I,
I
I,
was
I
saying
agree
that
with you.
it's not
Not
somebody
some
jumping
jumping
on me,
on
or like, right, it's not like that too. It's the different feeling. That's what I was right, addressing Satish, that it's not like rape or anything. That's not that everybody will react to that. That's a different story. But the love, somebody is in love and somebody is doing in a different, that's something very
But
different.
when you went through first time or second time, won't you deny them? Hey, don't even come with that attitude to me. Have you ever tried to do that with the other men, or married men at least?
No,
no, no. It will.
it's like we are love. No, we are like loving each other. That's, we believe that the other person is loving. Only sometimes a problem comes, they will simply reject me and move away. That only I realize, oh my God, this was, I was just wrong. My expectations, my heart, this happens with the trans woman. That's what I'm telling you. It's
It's
very
very
I
common.
agree. I
people
agree.
like
It's
You look
possible. It's true.
and we
and we
get
get
No,
wrong.
it can
It can
happen with
happen.
anybody. I can love a person genuinely, and that person may not love me genuinely. It's not just has to do with the transgender or a straight. That's completely different.
True, too. Yeah, exactly. I
Yeah,
agree with
I can
Paulomi.
fall
This
in love
can
with
happen to
someone
anybody,
all the time.
The
This
time
happens,
this happened,
which is very true. Yeah,
and
which is
and
really
we are
true.
not under
not
control
under
of that.
control of that.
I
Yeah.
think
I think
we
we
stick
stick
with
with
Kalakshetra
Kalakshetra
issue.
issue.
Right now we got
There
girls.
are
Right. Yeah. So I mean, yeah. So that can happen to anybody. But my heart feeling is, I really stay with you, and you, as we all talked about, Kalakshetra is bigger and better than simple one situation or one person. Same with you, with your talents and with your expertise. You are bigger than all these men who kind of denied you. I want you to take a chance, give a chance to yourself to become them something better and bigger and prove it to them that, they probably lost something that, that they cannot get it again. That I want to challenge you for that. Please try to do it. You can do it. There is no gender for that. There is no age for that. There is no male or female for that. As Lakshya, you can do it. And I want you to challenge it back to me, saying that I will prove it to you in 2 years. And I give all my love and support and whatever I can do for you. Not only me, I mean, you have a whole gang of Kalakshetra here. And I will definitely, Satish and Paulami will be with you to support you.
I told saying too. She's in America right now. She's in San Francisco. She can be better. Whatever she's not capable to do there, she can do it here.
Amazing. See, you got Satish's support now. Paulami, what do you say?
Yes, no, absolutely. America's a free world, right? Full of opportunity.
I just want to express their disappointments with so many things.
No, it's very true. It's
an organization, as you all said, that it is great only, but some people in Kalakshetra was not great with me, and as a result, I had to undergo a lot of issues in my life. And I hope I will get better, and I think I'm getting better. And and I don't want to challenge anybody, or I don't want to.
No, I probably used the wrong word, challenge. It's not a challenge. I said personally to you. You challenge me. I'm going to, whatever you said, I will do it for you. I will be very happy. At least, I just threw that little fire on you. That's what. I want you to challenge me. So showing yourself a grandeur, a performance of yours to all of us, not only challenge. The challenge is not a right word. Maybe I'm using a wrong word. What do you say? Give me a word. Prove it to us, or show it to us that you can do a lot better than what you're capable of.
To understand it. Say Kalakshetra, including Haripad and everybody. Please understand me.
He is done. Don't worry. Hari Padman is nothing to you. I want you to come up as Lakshya and prove yourself to the world that you are better than that. But that is my personal wish.
Lakshya is not in India now. She's in USA. Can improve her life and do performance. Don't worry about what happens first.
Exactly. Right? Yeah. But I mean, we are almost towards the end of our conversation. I would like to express my gratitude and extend warm thanks to all of you for being a part of this special broadcast. On the discussion about Kalakshetra, it's alumni, it's a bird's eye view. That's what I kept the title, because it's not about, we are not debating whose experience is better than the others, or who is better, or who is, we are all, every single one of you, I wanted to bring your perspective for this greater organization to be proven to the world that, you guys, please don't blame the organization. It's some people here and there who did the mistake. And the officials, the government and the authorities are taking definitely all the, right things to fix all that. And definitely it will get better. So Kalakshetra is definitely a very renowned institution that has been dedicated to, preserving and promoting the traditional arts and the culture of India for almost a century, I would say, right? Today, we had the opportunity to witness some of truly amazing alumni speaking their hearts out about their personal experiences, whether it's good or bad or neutral or, whatever is that they went through. It was definitely amazing. Their incredible talent and dedication only brought them all to, where you guys are today, to be very successful in your lives. I mean, whatever you guys are doing, what you got from Kalakshetra, and that is all, not only you three here, but all over the world. Everyone is surviving with this somehow or other and making it better and bigger. But it is a very unfortunate situation, not only in Kalakshetra, but in any great organizations, that there will always be a few rats here and there to bring the legacy of such great organization to bring down to the ground because of their personal motives or impure ideologies or ill behaviors or dirty actions or unacceptable intentions or any selfish reasons. But my heart goes to all Kalakshetra students who went through what they went through because of one or or a few who behaved the way how an authoritative human shouldn't behave with their students. We extend our support to all the affected students of Kalakshetra to reach out to anyone who can support and help them, or even reach out to us for any support if they intend to talk on a live broadcast or share their experience like how you guys all shared to be relieved a bit from their heartaches. I mean, that's what I can suggest at this time. Sending positivity for them all to overcome the hurdles or to resolve this current matter with the proper guidance from the authorities who have their human rights back to enjoy their studenthood in Kalakshetra. That's what I would say. My special thanks to our alumni guests for sharing their experiences. And thank you guys, Apollomi and Satish and Lakshya. With your busy schedules, you took a time and for at least 1 to 1.5 hours to be with me and with our audience to share your experiences. That's wonderful. At the end of the day, we can pick up a mic and speak whatever we want. I mean, I'm talking to myself, but what these students went through is it's unimaginable, unacceptable, and unforgivable. And this goes to you too, Lakshya. And I'm really sorry for what you have gone through, but definitely you are bigger than that. And I want you to prove to the world that you can do a lot better than what they all did, or those humans did, not Kalakshetra. Those humans did to you. So you have to come out of all this trauma that you went through and prove it to the world that you can definitely do a lot better. All the tireless efforts in perceiving and promoting India's rich cultural heritage were literally spoiled by one or more people and their actions, and it never should be tolerated by not only by us but by anybody. I should also like to acknowledge all our viewers, supporters, and audience for being present here today, and for your enthusiastic ears to hear what our guests were saying here. Your input and support will greatly be appreciated for this message to be reaching out to the world and around the world also, not only to the Kalakshetrans, to all the other medias, that Kalakshetra is better place to learn the art and culture. Thank you once again, and we look forward to seeing you all in my future valuable broadcast soon. If more students are willing to speak out, I will be very glad to host them all here to bring, right to their lives, if they wanted to come and talk to us. And if not, Paulami is there, Satish is there, of course, Lakshya is there. You guys can talk to them too. They will definitely provide their support to, hear you out and to give their valuable advices to you as well. So thank you again for all of you, and I love you all. And
Okay.
thank you.
Okay.
Okay.